How would you describe your style of boxing?
I like to hit and move, but I also like to get in there, and I have to always constantly be telling myself to control the fire, because I do get fired up when I get hit hard and I just want to go back crazy. I want to just get in there and just brawl with them, but that leaves it too close of a fight. You know, whenever girls say, I'm going to have the fight of the night this weekend, I think, I don't want the fight of the night, because the fight of the night usually meant it was too close. I want to win, and I want to do what it takes to win, so whatever game plan we put together for whatever fighter, I want to stick to that game plan as much as I can and come out with a win. I don't want to make it close. I want to try and really dominate the fight.
When is your next fight, and who is your opponent?
So far, Jamie Clampett is going to be my next fight, and it's August 6th. I haven't really seen a whole lot of film on her. She has fought quite a few tough girls, and I think she's going to be a very tough opponent. She's been around. I think she started her pro career 2 years before I did, so I know that she's been around a while. She's been in the ring with a lot of girls, and she's got the experience, so I know we're going to be up against someone really tough.
Cool. What is I know? Does your training program change when you have a fight coming up, or you just continue doing what you normally do?
I really train all the time, but I make sure and train more when I have a fight coming up. I mean, it gets more intense. There's no way you can train fully intense for all the time. You just break your body down and never get a time to really recoup. I always take 1 day off a week. It doesn't matter if I'm training or not. For an actual, when I have a fight scheduled, I always take 1 day off a week. Usually it's Sunday. I work Monday through Saturday every single week, and if I miss one of those days, then I work out Sunday. But I only have 1 day off a week, and make sure and run 5 days a week. If I'm not training, sometimes that'll work down to 4, but still usually maybe 5. And really, even with when I'm training, sometimes I wind up running 6 days a week if I'm really getting into it and I got my fight coming up. But I also teach aerobics twice a week, and then mitt work usually between 4 and 5 times a week, and then sparring Monday through Thursday. So just depends on the day. Mondays and Tuesdays are always my busiest, and then I still have about 3 hours each day, like an hour in the morning, 2 hours at night, or vice versa.
Cool. What would you describe would be your toughest fight of your career thus far?
That's really hard to just put on one fight. I think a lot of fights are different in their own ways. My biggest mental fight was Christy Martin. I only had 12 fights. She had 50. And she had only lost 3 times. So for me to get in the ring with her was a huge mental thing. I had everybody telling me, "You really think you can beat her?" Well, why would I take the fight if I didn't think I could win? If you take a fight just because, it'll get your name out there, not because you think you can win, don't be a fighter. I really felt like I could win. It helped that my coach had the faith and confidence in me, and my promoter had the faith and confidence in me. So we took the fight, and it was a huge challenge for me, and it wound up not being the hardest physical fight that I've had. I remember I had fun in there. I thought, and Mr. Winklejohn even told me, he's like, "Have fun out there. This is what we train for." And halfway through the fight, I just had her timed, and I just had her throwing punches at air all night long, and that was a huge stepping stone for me. And I think my hardest physical fight would probably be Anne-Marie Saccarato and Chevelle Hallback. Saccarato was just in my face all night. But then again, I've had fighters who are tough because they just don't throw much, and you're trying to create openings, So it's really kind of hard to tell. Angel Martinez hasn't been around that much, and she was a tough fight for me because she was just a little scrapper. Everything you threw at her, she threw back. So it really just depends. Each fight's so different, but I can't say that there's one fight that's just been that crazy for me, singled out.
Is there anybody out there that you want to fight and haven't had a chance to, or?
I think we've been kind of trying to put together a fight with Anne-Sophie Mathis, and she's from France. She's about 6 feet tall, very long and lanky, but she has a lot of TKOs on her record, a lot of knockouts on her record, and I think she might be undefeated still, if not maybe only 1 loss. So I think that that's somebody that we've looked into. But you know, there's always fighters out there, and I'm really not the best at following up on all the fighters, but I know that that's one that we've kind of been talking about. I'm sure that that fight will happen sooner or later.
Cool. What inspires you in your life?
There's a lot that inspires me. I could sit down and think of a lot of things. The simplest things, like just my friends that support me, that inspires me because they're just so, they're real. And I just think, you know, I want to be a good friend like that. In order to have good friends, you got to be a good friend, so I try and do that. My family, they've always been there. I've had a good dad that's taught me, you know, taught me all about the Lord. I've had a mom who's been right behind him on that and kept me healthy. She's a massage therapist, along with all kinds of other health stuff, you know, and she's kept me healthy. And my brothers, who have been, I'd have to say they're my biggest fans by far, no matter how much my friends and everything support me. But my brothers are just, they take complete pride in it, and I think that that inspires me, you know, that my family can take pride in what I do and my friends. So my trainer inspires me. That guy, he's non-stop. He goes from sun up till sundown every single day, and that inspires me. I want to be like that. So it's just, you know, there's a lot of people that aid into that, but I just want to be a good person as well as a good fighter, and I think I'm surrounded by what it takes to be there.
Down here.